Okay, so here's a quick little demo of the determinant of a matrix. And here we have this 3 by 3 matrix. I like the 3 by 3 because the 2 by 2 is just a little bit too simple. The 2 by 2, now we're not going to even do the 2 by 2. This is 3 by 3 matrix. So what you do when you're doing the determinant of a 3 by 3 matrix is you do the cross multiplication of two values with respect to the topmost value. So 1, 2, 3. What you do is the very first step, you cover up the column that you're going to use except for the topmost value. Then you do 5 by 1 and then 2 by 6. This is the typical kind of practice for a 3 by 3. So in this case, we have 1 times 5 times 1 minus 2 times 6. So this is the formula. The topmost column value, and then these two multiplied together, subtract it. And then, that's the first one. Then you move on and cover the middle column. The first value is a subtraction. There's a formula that goes behind this, but it's not very easy to remember, so it's just easier to remember this rotation. Minus 2 times 4 times 1, cross right there, minus 3 times 6, just like that. Yeah, there's a lot of parentheses there. And then you switch signs again from here, so plus, and this will continue on. If you had a 4 by 4 matrix, it would be minus, plus, minus, so on and so forth, just like that. But for the next part, we're actually going to move this down here, so coming down here, you cover up this column, and then you use 3 as the leading number, and then you have 4 times 2 minus 3 times 5. And then you can carry out all this math and find out what the determinant of the matrix is. But that's it. That's really as easy as it gets. I'll show you the 2 by 2 here real fast because I got space. So a 2 by 2, if I've got A, B, C, D, I'll use variables this time, just those who like variables. What you do is just a cross product right here. So the 2 by 2 is really super easy. You go AD minus BC. And that's your determinant. Really easy with a 3 by 3. But if you want kind of a hybrid now, I'll actually show you IJK. If you've ever done dynamics, this is an easy one. And it's easier to kind of differentiate this column. So in this case, it would be, you cover up this column, you're using I. You've got I times 3 times 3 minus 2 times 4. And then you've got minus J of 2 times 3 minus 1 times 4. And then you've got plus, moving on, K of 2 times 2 minus 3 times 1. Well, parentheses in there if you can. A lot of effort. And then you go ahead and solve this out, but that just differentiates kind of this top column, your defining column, or this top row is your defining row. You cover up the thing you're doing, you treat it like a 2 by 2, using this formula basically. Then you move on to the next one, treat it like a 2 by 2 with this one out in front, and so on and so forth, and that's your value. And you can go ahead and work that out, but I'm not going to do that here, because that's basic algebra. And that is how you get the determinant of a 3 by 3 or a 2 by 2.